What's your thoughts on UGK versus 8-Ball MJG?
Man, the battle was epical. I mean, I felt like the crowd could have been more into it. And I know Versuz, well, I ain't gonna say what I know, but I would like to assume that they pick neutral grounds when they have certain people do it, so they don't feel like, oh yeah, you got the crowd, hyper because this is where you from and the other, you know what I mean, home field advantage. So I get it, but in this particular one, in hindsight, seeing how the crowd just wasn't, like just moving like they should have been moving, like I think it being in Houston would have been way better. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been.
You don't think maybe because Pimp wasn't there, so it's like it throws it off? That's because people would like to see Mobb Deep, right? But no Prodigy, it throws it off a little bit. Like, I
don't think that should have thrown it off because it's a lot of people that ain't here, and when their music come on, the crowd is screaming it at the top of their lungs. I think they didn't do it in Houston because, like Bun, Port Arthur is closer to Houston than Memphis is. But the dope part about it, like 8-Ball and MJG, they record label, they had moved down to Houston, so they blew up in Houston as well. So they have a lot of fans as well as UGK. So if they would have did that shit in Houston, bro, it wouldn't have been like as biased as they think, you know what I mean? Because, man, we love 8-Ball and MJG. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I took rap serious, because of the album Outside Looking In. You know what I'm saying? It's a record called Just Another Day in the Hood. And 8-Ball and MJG, they broke down the music industry in that record, bro, on how record labels will fuck you over. Plus, I'm with a record label ganking me and fucking me. Nigga always promising me shit that I'll never see. Like, then MJG get on that, like, still I do shows for my fans because my fans buy my taste, and my taste get my cheese and my cheese. They broke down the music industry, bro. So the type of records that they made educated me in them going through what they were trying to go through in Tennessee. So I related to UGK because I'm from Texas. We candy paint. We all that, you know what I mean? Trill, we ain't afraid to talk about where we from. But 8-Ball and MJG, they music was more like, thought-provoking when it comes to certain stories and just like Candy. So it was two different styles of music. They was on that Pimp shit, and Bun B and Pimp, Bun go come with that murder on a lyrical on your ass, and Pimp go, let you know we popping trunks and make them beats and, country rap tunes. And so it was pretty dope. But if it would have been in Houston, bro, the crowd would have been super lit, bro. It would have been crazy. But I enjoyed it though. Seeing Tila come out, man, and them doing Show Enough, that was the moment for me, man.
Moment, right?
Yeah, man, Show Enough, that shit was crazy. And then Key, man, Bun brought Keke out. Me and Keke, we doing the Freestyle Kings album. We go get that to the fans, Christmas, Lil Flip and Keke.
Ooh. Scarface announces a farewell tour. Do you really believe he'll retire?
I don't know, but we had a show in, what was it, Austin? H-Town Throwdown. It was, Round Rock. It was in Round Rock, but, I got a chance to, like, chop it up with him backstage or whatever. Like, we had buses and stuff, like trailers, but buses. And we talked for about 20, 30 minutes. I chopped it up with his son, the one that gave him the kidney, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I looked him in his eye and was like, that was real what you did. A lot of niggas say, oh yeah, I got your back. You know what I mean? I do this for you, but that you showed it. You know what I mean? I know it's your pops, but I'm just saying you did that. But we talked, man, we talked a little bit, man, about some different things, but I don't know, man. Like, that's the thing about music. You can say, I'm done with it and I'm not in that mood, and, like Jay, hell, I'm retiring. You know what I mean? The Black Album. And then you get inspired and you say, hey, I'm about
back with 5 more albums.
Yeah. Because like for me, even with me, my last album, solo album, was supposed to be the Leprechaun 2. I put that out like right when the pandemic happened. And that was my last. I started out with the Leprechaun, and I was going to end a career with the Leprechaun because I'm focused on movies. I'm doing a King Life movie, and my rap battle league and different things I'm doing. So I'm like in the TV world, you know what I mean? And but you know.
He might be back then, in other words.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah,
he
no,
might be
you know,
back.
impulse, man. When you're an artist, you had that itch. So sometimes you got to go away from this shit and to come back and be, because it's sometimes I don't want to be no rapper. Like I'll record an album, be in studio mode, and grinding all night and shit. Like 4, 5, me and Boss getting out. We working on a project called Make It Make Sense, 3 Faces, and like we get out there motherfucking 6 in the morning, working, and then get home, then like, all right, back to the shows, and then like, I don't want to be in the studio.
Slim? You said, boy, who you talking about?
Cash Star, yeah, it's an artist from H-Town I'm working with.
Okay,
Yeah, his name Lil Boss, Cash Star. So we got a project we working on, and bro, like we get out the studio, and then we took a whole month off. We went back to focusing on our bag. All right, let's get back to the money. We spending money. We in the lab. Now so you get out of there, but I love Scarface storytelling, his music. He one of the GOATs, man.
Yeah,
Houston,
GOATs,
and
for sure.
Everything that Jay and Rap-A-Lot and them did, you know, man, that's family for life. I learned a lot from them, you know what I'm saying? And so I would love to see another Face record, man, and I think it's time for Flip and Face to do a record, man. We ain't never did a record, man, and
Nah?
I think it's time. No, we ain't never did a record. I think I was on My Homies. This is my homies compilation part 2. He had a compilation, you know, me and my homies. I forgot the name, something like that. The first one he put, I had Pac. This is for my homies and my thug nigga.
Oh yeah,
my homies compilation.
Yeah.
So I was on the second compilation. So, but I had a song called Platinum Stars. He wasn't on there, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's time then. So what's the where would you put the Geto Boys as far as the hip hop in Houston? As far as hip hop in Houston, shit, in hip hop alone. In hip hop, forget Houston. Hip hop alone.
Yeah, I mean, no, man, bro. If it wasn't for the Geto Boys and what Jay and them did, bro, like down south, that's a lot of people like to say the blueprint, but you know, we wear all black, we be mobbing, so we wear black. He created the Blackprint, you know what I mean, for us to follow, man. So the Geto Boys, man, they up there, bro. They talked about stuff. Who got a song that everybody go play during Halloween? Like my mind playing tricks on me is like just like, you know, Mariah Carey got that Christmas record
song.
Yeah,
Halloween,
yeah.
that's that song.
Geto Boys have a Halloween record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and rest in peace to Bushwick Bill, man. This place where I'm at right now, like Sugar Hill right now, this is the last place I saw Bushwick Bill.
Wow.
And we recorded, and he's like, man, pour me up a cup, Flip, pour me up a cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pour up with me. I smoked with him and everything, and
wow.
He told me thank you for everything, and it was one point we was go sign Bushwick Bill, man, back in the day to Sucker Free, but we took him on tour and had great times with Bushwick Bill. But this place right here where I'm at is the last place I saw Bushwick Bill. I pulled up with him and smoked with him, man, and he told me thank you for everything, and I did a song with him, you know. So
wow, nice.
that video is out too.
History right there.
Mm-hmm.